Ever get that weird feeling like your intuition used to work and now there's just radio silence? It's almost as though someone unplugged your internal GPS and did not tell you. If you feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something and you are second guessing it, then there are 3 ways to get your intuition back, and I'm going to go into all these 3 ways in this video. Hello everybody, I am Vaishali Nikhade. I am an engineer turned psychic, and I show you how you can leverage the power of the stars and the power of the spirit in order to create momentum in your life. Having done over 9,000 readings, I can tell when people come to me, they already know that something is off. They just cannot point their finger as to what is going on, but they know that something is cooking. So I'm also going to share a tool with you where even if your intuition feels off, you will have something external to look for in order to be able to validate your intuition. Think of it as getting a clue as to what your intuition is looking for or trying to tell you, and you kind of already have the guidelines for it. So here's what you're going to learn in this video. Your intuition weakens when you ignore microsignals. Your intuition weakens when you are out of sync with cosmic energy cycles, and your nervous system blocks intuition when it is overloaded. Your goal is to be able to find out which is the best way through which you can strengthen your intuition or connect with it, especially when it has become weak. So let's get started. The first point is your intuition weakens when you ignore microsignals. Most people think that intuition disappears overnight. However, intuition is not like a chatty friend who keeps talking all the time. Intuition is usually coming more in impulses, or it is kind of like a little dot. It's giving you a message and then it is going away. So the easiest way to understand it is like this. So let's say that you are at a party, for instance, and this noise all along. Sometimes the noise is bigger than a normal, and sometimes it's a little bit less, like these points, and this is higher noise, and this is like the noise level of the party. So usually there is noise all along above your reference level. So this is your reference level 0. This is how the noise level of a party is. And then here, let's say there's a huge group coming, and then they kind of start talking here, and then they kind of are done with their speeches. They calm down, and then there's a small group coming, and so on. Now, intuition, on the other hand, is not going to act like this. It's going to come in here and it's going to be gone. So essentially, let's say that it's 0, and then it comes in like a small peak, and then it is gone, and then it comes in like a small peak, and it is gone, and that's how intuition works. Now, let's say that, for instance, the intuition comes in here, and whatever your intuition is trying to tell you, it is getting masked here because the noise level is too high. So you can see that if the noise level is too high, it is kind of drowning the intuitive signals. But sometimes what can happen is, even if the noise level is not high and your intuition is trying to give you a signal, you may not accept it because it's kind of too far out from wherever it is that you are in terms of a logical thinking pattern. I have another video which I'm going to link in the comments below, and it's a real life example of how clairvoyance gave me a thrill ride on how intuition was trying to give a message, and I didn't listen the first time, and then the message just got stronger. So how exactly do you get your intuition back if, let's say, you feel that you are tuned out? in this particular scenario, you have to go with the first instinct. Like the very first instinct, whenever it was that maybe that person spoke to you or you got some sort of a message. Did you get like a knot in your stomach? Did you get a sudden nauseous feeling? And then you just try to rationalize everything and say, oh no, I was just feeling bad kind of a thing. Did you have an anxiety attack? Whatever is your gut instinct or your first feeling, that is what your intuition is trying to tell you. After that, you're just trying to justify everything by logic. So pay particular attention to your gut instinct or your first instincts whenever something happens. Now, what if you are imagining your gut instincts and you're thinking that, oh, was it a gut instinct or was it a logical way that I was trying to reason things out? Well, that brings me to my next point, which is your intuition weakens when you are out of sync with cosmic energy cycles. So cosmic energy cycles are essentially energy cycles from the cosmos, from the universe, from the stars, and essentially the stars kind of dictate what kind of cycles they are going to have, in the sense that you could have, let's say you have a weekly span, and during the week, let's say the stars decide that this week is a good week for love, and you know that in advance, then you decide to kind of step out a little bit more than normal, or you're just more attentive to the environment around you because you know that something is going to happen. If, for instance, the stars decide that, okay, this week is going to be a good week as far as your career is concerned, and you are going to get a new job offer or a job interview, or someone's going to reach out to you and kind of prospect you for a job, then you're more attentive to all the conversations and you kind of try to think, oh, is this the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? Kind of a thing. So essentially your mind is always trying to decode the clue as to what is it, which circumstance, which scenario, which situation is giving you that answer. So how do you know which week is favorable for what purpose? Well, that's exactly what the Cosmic Chronicle does. Essentially, it is giving you a week by week breakdown of what to expect during the week. So even if your intuition is weak and you feel like you are imagining things, you can use the assistance or the aid or the guidance of the Cosmic Chronicle. And just like I gave you the example for love and the example for the job offer or the career, you are now sort of fine-tuned into diagnosing each situation and decoding it to see if this is what your intuition is trying to tell you, or this is what the stars are going to make an offer to you for. So even if your intuition is weak, you're kind of using your rational mind to decode the scenario, and then once you start using that, your intuition will kind of flip back on and say, oh yes, this is the one, or oh no, this is not the one. This conversation is not going to lead you to the job offer. So if you'd like to sign up for the Cosmic Chronicle, then the link is below. And I also have a free masterclass where I show you all the frameworks that I've used in order to develop the Cosmic Chronicle. And that link is below as well. So you can sign up for either or both of them. So the last point is your nervous system blocks intuition when it is overloaded. So go ahead and put in the comments below if you've ever felt that your nervous system has actually blocked your intuition at some point in time, and what did that look like or how that looked like. So when you're overwhelmed, your body shuts down subtle sensing in order to be able to protect you. It is not punishing you, it is just trying to keep you alive. The trick is to tell your nervous system to be able to send the intuitive signals again. So how do you get back your intuitive signals? Essentially, your intuitive signals are blocked because you're overwhelmed. So technically, you just have to remove the overwhelm. How do you remove the overwhelm? Well, you just need a moment or a space where you can breathe and kind of get the overwhelm out of your system. So it could be that for 5 minutes you just focus on your breathing, or for 5 minutes you just do a meditation and just clear out all the excess noise from your head, so that if the intuition wants to come in, it can actually come in and drop that message and go away. And this is in that reference video I told you about how clairvoyance gave me a thrill ride. That is when I was meditating and I actually got the message from the intuition because I was really busy during most of the day. So essentially, any clearing ritual is going to help you connect back with your intuition. You just need a moment of space or a moment of calmness where your intuition can give you whatever message it is trying to give you. And if you want to be certain of the message that your intuition is going to or trying to give you, then go ahead and sign up for the Cosmic Chronicle, where you won't have any doubts of what messages to look for, and your intuition will be able to connect the dots easily. So now that you know how to get your intuition back, how do you spot unconscious signs when you are unsure about a person? That is the subject of my next video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.